1812. His father was a clerk in the South England. He didn't pay much, so the family lived in an old run-down house. Then Mr. Dickens lost his job, so they moved to London. Mr. Dickens still couldn't find work and went deep into debt. One day, the police showed up and asked Mr. Dickens if he could pay his debt. When Mr. Dickens said he didn't have enough money, one policeman answered that he had to go to the debtor's prison. With no one support them, Miss Dickens and the children, except Charles, moved into the prison with their father. Even though Charles was only 12 years old, he got a job in a dirty black shoes polish factory, working 12-hour days. He scarcely made enough money to buy bread and rent a bed in an old room. Charles wondered what would become of him. Desperate, Charles' father studied shorthand. When he received some money from a relative, he paid his debt and got out of prison. Then he got a job as a court reporter. Charles quit his job and went to school. The teacher was cruel, but Charles studied hard and learned quickly. He also studied the people, paid attention to what they did and why they did it. He also noticed the look and the smell of place. After 2 years, he got a job as a reporter at England's House of Parliament. Even though he find it fascinating, but he wondered why didn't they adopt laws to help poor people. Then one day Dickens decided to be imaginative, and he wrote a story of his own. Every character seemed to be a little like someone he had known. Finally, one evening he dropped off his stories under pseudonym boards at the monthly magazine office. 1 month later, Dickens was shouting joyfully, "They printed my stories. I am an author." The magazine wanted more and more stories by Bowles. Soon Dickens was writing a story about children working in the factory, family living in debtor's prison, and poor people being hungry. He made the stories fun to read, in high hopes that people will do something about the things that were wrong. Dickens wrote the stories about people such as Davy Copperfield and Oliver Twist. Folks around the world were fascinated by the people. His imagination brought to life. In Dickens' stories, people could conceive the way a show's polished factory looked, or learn how being in a debtor prison felt. Dickens' book in America also became popular when he went to America read his stories to people. Large souls greeted him. While he was there, England passed laws to protect children who had to work. The Parliament also closed debtor prisons and passed laws so poor children could attend school. When Dickens returned from America, a great dinner was given in his honor. Your imagination, Mr. Dickens, has given us great pleasure, said one host. You have become the most popular novelist of our time, and you have helped to change some our laws so that they are more fair to the people. One woman exclaimed excitedly when she met him on the street. Mr. Dickens, let me touch the hand that has filled my home with many friends. That pleased Dickens the most.
How